the President, the Secretary General, members and officials of Mr. PRO, I don't want to be here in contempt, and members and officials of the port city of Hamburg. It is an honor and a distinguished pleasure to be given the mantle of authority to introduce to this forum the most powerful black man in Deutschland. The One People Family House movement, who are here to lay down to you some of the intricacies and some of the issues that need to be resolved within the Liberian community in Germany. So, hard on the delegation, we have our political leader, the man of towering zenith and immeasurable versatility, Mr. Augustus Gatume. His beautiful wife, Mrs. Angeline Tume. Other officials are here. The vice tenor bearer, the running mate to the president, Mr. Yusuf Soare. And also somebody who will serve in the capacity as the finance minister of Germany, a lady who has diverse understanding in accounting, balancing sheets, basic economic understanding, Miss Hadara Sharif. Miss? So you missed her? Sorry. I thought it was a lady. Sorry, the name is not in chat. Hadara Sharif, somebody who has the background of economics and accounting to understand the role that finance plays in our society, in our community. So at this moment, we urge, at least for your undivided attention, we say we highly appreciate this gathering. We pray that you will give us a listening ear, that we offer our platform to this party. The reason why the One People House movement is, quote unquote, the best suited and the most structured movement to take entity to the next level. So upon this note, I would like to reduce my intellectual act as I turn over the podium to the President of Deutschland in waiting, His Excellency, His Honorable Mr. Augustus Gatume.
A great big thank you there to Comrade Adiola Philip, an astute member of the intellectual properties of Liberia. The city of Hamburg is blessed to have Philip as a member of your community, and I can see more progress thanks to President Dukle and his team. Hamburg is one of the cities around here, thanks to one of their founders or founding members as well, Mr. Omaru Kurman, who is here. He had gave tough time, but all of his tough times were for the best interest of this community. So I'm also happy that he has come here to Hamburg and will play his part to supporting this community. Thank you, Mr. Kurman, for letting peace to come in. So we're here as a family, and that is why you hear the name One People Family House. We want to incorporate, we want to build a new Liberian community. You know, the founders and the old leadership has done a great job, and we want to take it from where they stopped. So I heard all of us complaining that the 1 hour was too long. Let me tell you a fun before I start. The president know I left talking, so he couldn't give me 10 minutes. He know I would take 30 minutes. So, but I will do my best. I know my brother is tired. He's one of the persons who, yeah, I will do my best to run you through what we have to present, at least in a shorter time that we all can leave from here, because we are going further places. Hamburg has been my home. I remember 9 years ago, I was always here almost every month for activities, and when things got tough, we were still coming to Hamburg. When things were better, we're still coming to Hamburg. So all of the Liberian communities. So LED is our community. The same way we all here, the unity that exists here, I expect us to have that same unity. Thank you, brother. He reflected many things. Amongst his key points, he was trying to speak about unifying the people. He made reference to the situation with Mr. Kurma and other things. And those are the things we're into this for. Do I want to build a CV? No, I don't need to be president for LED before I have a CV. I have a CV that can feed my family, that can feed me, that if I want to help people, God will bless me, I will be able to help people. So I don't need the presidency for my CV. Why do I need it? I need it because there were lapses, and I think my able lieutenants and all of you, we can put our thoughts together and amalgamate forces to make sure that we bridge those gaps. How do we do it? We've come to you to present what we coin as our manifesto. It is very simple. It is something all of us Liberians have dreamed about. And this is why I've listened to all of you along the years, that these are our problems. How do we tackle them? Some of our problems have been social issues. Does our LED attend to that? No. Sometimes we play too much bureaucracy, we play too much law and orders, and we ignore some things. In the last 5 years, let me take it from 5 years. If you've been here 5 years, I want one person to tell me whether the LED, as a Liberian community, welcome you into this community officially. If you put your hand up, I will decline my candidacy for the Liberian community election. If you were ever officially welcome at an event,
No way. Not at all.
so that is a big problem. That means people are not seeing the need to bring Liberian people closer and unify them. Sometimes when we speak of unity, people think it's only because I have to fight with Mr. Kurma, I have to fight with Mr. Tamba before we be divided. We can be divided from our hearts. If I don't show you love, we are divided. If I don't welcome you, we are divided. If I don't embrace you, we are divided. If I don't respect your religion, I don't respect your culture, we are divided. True or false?
True.
So, those are some of the things we want to tackle. And for the sake of time, let me firstly recognize the presence of some of our officials here. He had introduced himself. I'm here with Mr. Yusuf Soare. He's our aspirant for the vice candidacy, and I'm here also with our own brother Hadara Sharif. Mr. Sharif is a very good man in this community, and we all can attest. He has lived an exemplary life, and I think he deserves something significant, and we thought to bring him on board as a leader. He has been a leader, but down the line, and we want to reflect him and in the high office. So we have him here also as part of our delegation. While I continue to the manifesto, my brother asked whether we brought more of the t-shirts. Don't worry, t-shirts will come, not on today. We will make sure that all of you who want to be seen as one people family, you will be able to access any form of immunities or opportunities that the Liberian community can afford.
Great.
So, this vision is birthed out of years of engagement, observation, and service within the Liberian community. Like I said, my time here, some people have lived here more than me. I'm here 9 years. But within that time, at least I was able to recognize few things that our community can work towards. Do I have the legal status? Yes, of course, I do have the legal status. I'm fully a resident here. I have a German residence. It's called in German Aufenthaltstitel. That's what I hold. I've held it 3 years on, and I've upgraded it on one time to a 5 years. Obviously, I should have gotten an unbefisted, but I don't know why they just gave a normal Ausweis that lasts for 5 years. So that's their own thing. So this vision is birthed time over time of observation, recommendation from all of us. And based on that, we have seen that our community does not suffer from lack of intelligence. Our community have sufficient intelligent people. What we think our community suffer from is commitment, because of our past leadership has been to some extent intelligent as well. What we lack are strong institutions like Hamburg. Let me reference that. You have strong institutions. So let's put hands together, let's work together and make the mother organization a strong institution. I remember Mr. Kramer here was a very vocal person preaching for strong institution. It is disheartening that he's not on board of this team to pursue that dream as well. But no disrespect to the team he support, I still reference him as a voice in the community as well. Thank you, Mr. Kumar.
Good.
So, we also need inclusive participation. Over the years, people has been, to some extent, marginalized. Example, there are people here who are smart, and you come, Chris here is one of those excelling greatly into the LAD, and maybe you only stay here 2 years and you get your A1 or B1 certificate. By the time you won't come to leadership, they will ostracize you. They'll push you away. Only because you spend 2 years here and you are succeeding. So we want to bridge that gap as well. We want to make sure that people can participate equally. Equal participation will grow the community. And how do we do these things? We have a full roadmap. It's not just the talking part. We're not into full campaign yet, so by right, you should have had copies of them that will live with you. You can go and digest them yourself. But when full campaign starts, all of you will have it. It will be all on the internet and everywhere you can access this idea. It is far more 100% realistic. For it to fail, will depend on you, all of us in the Liberian community. And that means this is a successful plan. So, number one on this idea is grassroots reconciliation and national healing. I'll ask you again another question. Remember, take note, earlier on I asked you whether you are welcome. Now, has anyone remember, other than having reconciliation only at election, has the LAD ever had a grassroots reconciliation program, like the way you referenced that there was division and you bringing back your people? Has the LAD come to you to form part of that, Ahmed or PRO? So, there is a big gap for grassroots connectivity with leadership. Grassroots reconciliation will help our community to reduce the division, to reduce many of the things that will break us apart. When we reconcile, because it will also give us respect for leadership. Example, only election they can have reconciliation. I'm not lying. I'm not saying I can't lie. I'm a human, right? But on this topic, I'm not lying. Reconciliation was only done during election time, other inauguration. And reconciliation, my brother, that's why you see Liberia today will not even reconcile back home. The reason is when they kill all of our family members in Liberia, thanking for telling them to reconcile us, they just go do bad thing, they call it TRC, and they say that reconciliation. Reconciliation is a process. And I hope, Hamburg, you can learn from this with the issue of you and the other people. Let it take time. Don't rush it, because when you rush it, people might not be totally healed. And you will only have an event instead of real reconciliation. So grassroots reconciliation is what we're bringing. We want to reconcile. We come to you as LAD. We'll come and ask Hamburg, when people, what's going on? How can the leadership help? What is the issue? When we understand all of those issues, we'll not leave it with Hamburg to handle alone. Example, maybe during one of your mitigation meetings, we sit with you and we talk with the people who are, offended, and we put them together. When you do it with 5 or 6 communities, because currently LAD is running up to 9 or 10 functional communities, including Berlin, with one state leadership. So when you do that, these are the things that we will achieve. Our administration will be able to tackle disunity. It will be able to tackle fraud as well into our system, because we want to build a system. The grassroots reconciliation will tackle all of that. And it's going to create a neutral mediation. Because if Hamburg having issue, I'm using you as a case study, sorry, not in a negative way. If Hamburg is having issue and they want to solve it, and the main leadership is part of it, if anybody want to corrupt that particular process, and they will have fear, because they know that exactly, common saying, be here and there, so they will feel like no, this thing has to be totally independent, free and fair. So that's about grassroots leadership. We go to every community, we work with the people, make peace there, and then the whole community now is at peace before we go have party now. But if we wait for election, Mr. President, we only have party and call it reconciliation, we not reconcile. Prince Johnson said it before he died. He said, like, bro, it's not reconciled because y'all leave me, y'all leave Ellen, y'all leave Sankawulo, y'all leave all the other people that contributed. So that's not reconciliation. Fast forward, grassroots reconciliation is one of it. Number 2 is inclusive, collaborative, and experience-based leadership. So when I introduced my brother, I mentioned experience. And there are a lot of people with experience, but sometimes the willingness too. Like your president here, he has the experience in leadership. He's been criticized, he's been praised, he's gone through hills, ups and downs. But he's too firm, making sure that Hamburg can survive. I'm one of those that have bled, sweat and blood for community. And today it stands. Osnabrück/Bremen. If you like, call me founding father. If you don't like, I don't mind. I don't believe in title. But at least there is a community that exists that called Osnabrück and Bremen today. And Wavle and all of you have suffered the same way. So experience-based leadership will help our community. Because when we have inexperienced people, it's no disrespect. We just saw that in our LAD, there were issue of financial report and blah, 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 blah. What I think is that we did not have people with experience to handle the issue. Because if we have people with experience, it would not have gone to that extent. So experience-based leadership we bring to you, and these are few things that is going to do when we have experienced leader. Our administration will institutionalize a bottom-up reconciliation framework, which of course we have talked about, creating neutral mediation. I should go up. Promote inclusive decision-making, engage youth and women, elders and professionals, encourage merit-based appointment. So outside of the people that will be elected, we will also do merit-based. And trust me, a lot of people know, I am one person who is critical. I don't do it because I want to harm you. I do it because I think when things are properly evaluated, you get good result. So our team, we lead by example. All of the leaders you see on our team, they were not just picked by me because I know Hadara, because I know Yusuf, or I trust him. No. We approach you, of course, yes, sometimes I initiate conversation, but we evaluated. Sorry, we could not extend invitation to the public because we did not want to breach election laws. We had what normal political party would call party convention. We had our own convention, we call it a conference. At that conference, there were independent people. Some are not even members of us. They evaluated all the leaders and they wrote reports. And that's why you see we should be 5. But you see we're 4 here, right? So that means our independent is standing firm. Somebody was dropped at the board of observers and the board of directors. And they told us, whether you like him as a political leader, we do not see the person fit to continue on the ticket. And I can stand against it. So the next person will come to complete and they will evaluate that person again. So merit-based is something we want to focus on. For the LAD, it will be important because LAD is growing. Hamburg is doing well. Who knows? Lüneburg will copy from Hamburg. Just like that. So you can have your small community excelling, and then the mother organization is just dangling and dragging. So that is wrong, and we bring you merit-based leadership. What is it going to do for us? It's going to do a lot for us. We want to sell our community as well to the German people. We can't be living here and just ostracize ourselves. And just put ourselves in one little corner. Every July 26th is just us Liberian. We want to see that we can invite, at least if not the German chancellor, to one of our July 26th program. But if we're having it here in Hamburg, we can call the Bürgermeister or Bürgermeister. Let them come and see what the Liberian people can do. Let them come and observe. Number 3 of what we bring to you is accountability, rule of law, and ethical governance. And what do we mean by that? Our leadership will uphold to the Constitution and electoral guidelines. Whatever this LAD Constitution says, or whatever Constitution will be adopted, we will make sure that we uphold to the law. It was good, my dear brother was referencing issue of the Constitution. That means people are farsighted. And we want people like you to always be on our back if we are given the opportunity. Be on our back when we make the mistake. Don't feel comfortable because you elected me or you elected this team. That, oh no, that my friend, that my people, that friendship can spoil leadership.
Sure.
Yeah. And that friendship too, when it's spoiled, that I seen friendship will sell you. Who saw Hassan Hussein, that friend. You seen it. So, in as much as you will trust us, but please be on our backs to do the right thing. All that we're saying to you here today, if we are not doing them, tell us these things tomorrow so that we can adjust. And we are willing to make adjustment at any time.
Good.
And the reason we want ethical government is because we have observed how selective application of rules has been abused institutionally in the LAD. We do not want that. We want trust. We want to uphold to the Constitution. We want to uphold to guidelines. We want separate institutional authorities. Right now in the LAD, coordination between states is not there. There's only one state leadership, which is land. Formerly land, but it's land. They have gotten legal registration and all. So we have Berlin, we have 16 different states in Germany. There could be other bigger states with more Liberian. Maybe numerical power could also reduce the opportunity to have state leadership. But we have Berlin, that at least we could establish another state leadership. And then they will help now to coordinate. Another thing we bring again is to expand our activities. Every activities for us here is Niedersachsen, bro. Yeah, every activity is Niedersachsen. Let's go outside. Germany is beautiful. Let's explore it. Outside of our individual life. Some people are exploring Germany though. But as a group of people, let's explore Germany. We want us to one day have our July 26th next close to our embassy and have some fun right over there, and we come back to Niedersachsen and understand the difference. One day we want to have our August 24th flag day, maybe somewhere to one of the barracks in Frankfurt, where we can tell the people, look, we still believe in our culture, we uphold to it. It's our value, it's our heritage. So we want to expand our activities, my brothers and sisters. And the best way for us to do it are these things that we're telling you. Number 4, fast forward. I want my brother here to get angry. So, so fast forward, institutional development and self-reliance. We want to make sure our community is equipped. The LAD, I always said this to Ahmed, the LAD has never, until he pushed, or some of them pushed, I may not be precise who did the push, but over the years, the LAD, Mr. President, has never bought her own equipment to use. Ahmed is working for them. He will use his own telephone, his own laptop. Do you know how much this gadget here costs? 350 or more than 300 euros. He's doing it for his personal work at the same time for LAD for Hamburg. You should learn from this particular manifesto. Buy him a telephone, buy him a laptop. That is institutional self-reliance, and that's what we bring to you. We want LAD to own her own thing. It is possible. We want LAD to own at least a bus either in 2 years or in 4 years. LED must be able to own her own bus. Take for example, our sister here often goes to Wolfsburg to worship there. So what if, let's turn it vice versa, she was living in Wolfsburg and had to come here for this meeting, and there were hundreds of people here, and there's only 2 vehicles here. She would be stranded because our 2 cars has to go over and over and over and over. And that is why many of our brothers that own cars here has been doing and playing along. Should they? No, because they have the heart. That's why. But if the institution can own 1 vehicle, at least a mini bus, will be able to transport. And guess what? It's not only to own. It will give us economic value, income. Because that bus, the day we're not having program, it could be packed. When my brother want to relocate, LED, I beg y'all, that 200 I get, I'll put my own gas. Let me people, thank you. She's adding to the ideas. And that is the basis of what we bring. You see? So before you realize, Mr. President, LED is struggling with due payment. That is another way that will cover up when people are not paying dues. That is income generation. So that is another way we generate funds for the LED. And guess what? Everything is institutionalized. It's not going to be my property, your property, his property, his property. No, it's for the institution. Used for the institution, by the people, for the people. And guess what? LED Secretariat, the most hardworking arm of the institution. Chris, who phone you can use to close our chat room? Thank you. Thank you. So it's his private phone. Should it be? No. He needs a gadget. 1 small telephone. Even we can buy it from TikTok for 65 euros. It doesn't matter about the mindset. Let's change our minds and change our attitude, my brothers and sisters. Yeah. Let's change our minds and our attitude. When we value these things, the white people here will respect us as well. There are other cultural institutions here. Couture Vereins. They can get them money. I met German government get LED money before. No, I trust him. No, they have never. Because we're not building that trust. No. No, I want to believe no, because Ahmed is an honest brother. So I want to believe no. Thank you, bro. But I want to believe that there are people with integrity in the LED currently. But the thing is, like I said, the mindset, right? Sometimes they drive. Somebody ideas that what I told you earlier on, you got to push or two. Not because I bring a fun idea to you, it will only work if you help too. That another thing that you're going to look at too. It will only work when you help. The idea can be fun, but when you're not help, it will sit down there and it will die. Then all of us fail. Even though you will complain on us, but when you sit down and think too, you will know that all of us fail. You know, so what we want to do is economic empowerment. Of course, I don't need to run through this. I talk about the bus, I talk about gadgets for the secretariat, and all of these things. The first agenda on top, grassroots. Every other agenda here is from grassroots level. Because of time, I'm not going to detail it to you like that. But everything under this manifesto, we are using it from grassroots level. So if we say we want to empower PRO to buy him 1 laptop, 1 telephone, we're making sure Hamburg is doing the same. And like I said, we have implementation strategies. I have only 15 minutes, thank you. I will soon run through it. So implementation strategies are there. If we want Hamburg to raise money for her laptops and phones, we're not taking it from LED coffers. We'll work with you and organize fundraiser program. Then we come, then LED put small thing there. Maybe Hamburg say they need 2,000 for 4 phones, 2 laptops. So we say yes, LED can give you the 2,000 altogether. So what we'll do, we get you 100 euros, we help you organize program, and people contribute. You buy your issue. Every city do the same. People will be inspired and they will be willing to continuously work. So I even need less than 15 minutes, but thank you for the time. So economic empowerment, decentralized. The next one is decentralized leadership and independent function bodies. I touched it earlier on, but I will just say a little about it. So we want to decentralize the leadership, right? Example, Hamburg already has a full leadership structure here. There is no direct representative from LAD that is like a liaison between Hamburg and LAD. PRO, do you have any kind of office like that in the LAD? Yeah. Yeah, so they always cooperate with the president, and because of that, people get too over familiar, and lackadaisical attitude comes in. So I want to be your friend, but I want to be your friend in functioning to implement our institution agenda. So if somebody is between you and myself, it makes it far more better in institutional working. So that means that we're expanding leadership. So we can say that, brother, we appoint him as liaison for Hamburg and LAD. He holds an office, he has a TOR, he knows what to do, what ought to work with you and the LAD. That new office right there, that's empowerment as well. Thought, right? Vavle here, as president, has helped. I was there when we reviewed the last constitution of LAD. I played a significant role in evaluating that constitution. And the new constitution, to our utmost surprise, is taking away the privilege, the right that Vavle has as a board member. The new constitution is proposing that Vavle should become a second vice president to LAD president. That means he's no more at the board. That means he no more your voice. Because your voice don't need to only be heard in LAD. Your voice need to be heard at the level of the board. You know? So, in answering that decentralization component will definitely help to make a firm decision. Your idea is good. We could call it an ambassador or so, and we could use the same president, but in our thought, if the president is already serving a position where he's already preoccupied with a lot of work, that office will have other small work to do in its own TOR that will come. So he could, using your idea now, the president could appoint that person. So that's another way it could work. For implementation, in making sure that we implement merit-based, is for people to stand up and evaluate every appointees. Evaluation is key.
Yeah, so what are those criteria like when I was speaking about the
Good,
context?
good. So now, this is a whole different document of 32 pages that we already have. So if I will detail all of it to you, we'll not move from here, but I'll make few things short for you. So example, if we come up with the exact nomenclature that we want for that particular position we're talking about, whether it's liaison officer to the cities or ambassadors to the cities, we will definitely make sure that that person, right, you must have at least adapted to the German culture. Integration is the first line, of course. Secondly, you must have proven track record with the community you are going to become an ambassador for. So we can appoint the ambassadors. That's another way to make the merit very okay. Because if we appoint the ambassadors, then we could, favoritism comes in, nepotism could come in as well. You know? So, but the city recommends, and then we evaluate them. So there's a skill to use as well. And I'll take your name. I hope you can work on committees that can evaluate if we are successful.
Yeah, that's true.
You already have the thought, so we can work together.
Thank you very much. Who was
Yeah,
again?
I want to say something. I want to get clarity. Yeah, sorry. For me, I love your expose, to be honest. But I want to get discussing. That's the reason I asked you why you're working with the bullfrog. And you said, yeah, you're talking about leadership. And now there's a missing. You understand? For me, supporting you or voting for you, I have to get a clarity on that basis. So whether you were guilty, if you're not guilty, you have to make it public to understand that you're not guilty.
That he have the money or
Yeah, that's what Umar was telling you. Yeah,
Oh, it was not me.
it was not you. Oh, okay, not him.
now you get it.
Personally, you know, although we started chatting, things goes well. But then, in your expose, you have already accused the leadership that is in power now, right? You have already accused them of many things that I don't want to name. You have already named them. So how do you intend to hold them accountable to bring the organization justice if you have ascended to the position of presidency?
Wow. So these are one of the top.
You know, they say you have to give somebody flat and when they leave him.
Of course.
Yeah, now when you pass it, you can get plenty talk. Yeah, he tell it for me when we needed him. For me, mostly I know him. Each time, as a leader, you have to have that connection with your friends there. Forget about the leadership ability. I can say example for Mr. Vavli, like even the GM. We lecture sometimes we do normal thing. They come up us. I just want. It's not like I'm asking caution, but I'm playing to him like every necessary thing that he say, he should implement it like, oh, if I win, I will have to provide a bus to go to and so places because sometimes somebody will not have car. But if we're going, we'll miss our train. LG will come out today like political talk. Somebody will come today talk plenty of things. At last, when they win, they forget, but they turn back on us.
Yeah.
So, Mr. President, I beg you, in the name of God, you should keep your promise if you win. Because someone will take out and go vote for you today, then tomorrow you don't remember anymore. Yeah, so this is my portion, and I want you to please.
Salient point.
Yeah. That's just your request.
Over and over and over and again. And to conclude, to answer you, because I was pushing, I was hated for it. I was even Omaru of me, they booted me out of the chat room. So those are my fights, bro. I've been fighting.
That's all I want to know. That's all.
Thank you.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
a
the
good
next
question.
person.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ali, about the camera. I don't really like camera too much.
Okay, yeah, that's your.
What you said,
Yeah.
and one has to do with the merit-based leadership that you spoke about. How do you intend to really implement this? I mean, you may have explored on it a bit, but in terms of context, in terms of capacity, how do you intend to really do this? That's number one. Number two, the aspect of the decentralized leadership. So in my mind, I'm thinking it's like ambassador between LED and that of the local organizations in the states. So I'm also looking at it from another point where the president of these states can also be this kind of liaison between the LED and
Pretty new idea.
the something.
Fine.
So
Yeah.
it's just my own thing. But my first question, can you?
Can I help you just
Okay, so let's be more interactive. Tell me your name, brother.
My name is Mohammed S. Kamara.
So Mohammed will help to provide small explanation, and I will close up. I think he understood what I said as well. So
Just be brief, yeah.
Yeah, just be
30
brief.
seconds.
Okay, I'll be brief. He didn't say if he win, he go to bar boss. No, like there are things that are missing from the organization. He go to lobby and see how means we found to get boss, but don't mean that he will win, he will bar boss.
I said if he win, he
Oh, he was
implement.
asking me
Yeah,
to
I'm asking
implement.
him
Okay,
to implement.
okay.
But why you said? Yeah, he said implement. Why you said?
Implement your word. We are still in English, yeah?
If you win, you should implement. Let him not implement. Everything I say, you should go by it. Let him implement.
Thank you, Prince.
What he said to all y'all, can be promises. Come on, we tomorrow, whatever. He are going possible.
Yeah, okay, let's proceed. Yeah, you want to add on, please.
Thank you, Prince. So, in conclusion,
after-
to my dear brother Prince, what will happen is, like I said, when I spoke, I asked all of you that your part is required too. So let me see who all you are due pay to LED.
No record here to.
So you see why we will not have. Listen to Prince. Prince. I say humble. I say LED. So you see why we will not be able to get a bus. It's because only 4 persons here paying due.
No, the hands out here more than 4.
I don't get more than 4.
Our money was temporary. Chris ate our money. I seen on the camera. I got an investigation report in my hand. If you go as a president, will you go after Chris to take our community money?
I just answered the same question.
No. I'm talking about individual. Only Chris.
But
only Chris. It's a report in my hand.
The answer I
gave.
the
money. No, I'm talking about Chris.
Mr. Kumar.
The problem there,
The
they were there as a team.
Yeah, he cannot.
Chris only headed the committee. He cannot.
Yeah.
Whatever he want to say, it should be directly to the commission.
No, the Muslim wants to
Like I said, the number one thing on our manifesto is grassroots leadership. And in building grassroots leadership, we will not erase accountability. That's why at number 4 and number 3, we still came down and talked about accountability. So what happened is, in some of these things, we have to be very far-sighted and we have to look at what is more important, right? First, let me erase the issue of accuse. They are facts. It's not an accusation. Most of the things we spoke of are facts. So there is no accusation there. But with the question you asked, how do we hold them accountable? It's very simple. One, we could do it in a friendly way because we are Liberians. Like the issue that my dear brother Omaru and his team raised on the money issue to account for it. We could come to the community after a successful election and a team is elected. If it's our team, we come to the community. Look, we've evaluated the finance and the treasury. LED told us they had 2,500, but the only physical money that they can prove is 500. That means LED should answer to not just us as a leadership, but you, the people. So we go after them to ask what happened to the rest of the money. And then we give you feedback as the Liberian people. Now, when we found out that Brother Paul single-handedly squandered that money, the first thing to do is leadership must be held responsible, because if the leadership does not hold accountability, Brother Paul will not have taken that money away. So the leadership first will blame. We come to you, the people, and let us know that all these people here, they spoil something. Then we go to Brother Paul. Publicly, he's going to be informed that we'll let the public know that he squandered resources. Now, one thing to be careful of is maybe our constitution does not give us the right. Yes. So maybe our constitution will not give us the right to, and you want to contribute to the workings of the Liberian community and you want to work on a better team, we are open, our arms are open. You can contact any of us. Right after the meeting, we can have separate discussion with you. We want more people to keep supporting so that our dreams can become a reality. We need to support each other, and we need a firm leadership that will actually implement these things for our Liberian people. So we are here. We want to beg the city of Hamburg that we can use our personal time as well for mobilization while you carry on your meetings. So we want to interact with our people as well outside of your meeting. So we're here, my people. So thank you to the city. Thank to everyone for making this a successful event.